Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Divo.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Jaya Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Nitai Gaurango Jaya Nitai Gaurango.
Jaya Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. Jai.
Panihati Chida-Dahi Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Next, we are going to hear a wonderful narration from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita about how Lord Nityananda Prabhu blessed Srila Raghunatha Dasa Goswami to attain the shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. His Grace Sadananda Prabhu will describe this narration.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Chida-Dahi Maha Mahotsav ki. So, before we begin, I would like to chant one verse. You can repeat after me. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So we are going to discuss something from Chaitanya Charitamrita, and it's our great fortune that we have come here. We have assembled to hear something about Raghunatha Dasa Goswami, one of the Goswamis, who actually got shelter at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on today's date. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned that there can be a person who is fortunate, who can be more fortunate, and who can be the most fortunate. Vayam dhanyatama loke guropi kshatra bandhava vayam pibamo muhustatvaha punyam krishna kathamritam. This verse is spoken by Nanda Maharaj, and he is telling Vayam dhanyatama loke. We are the most fortunate. Dhanya, dhanyatara, dhanyatama. So we are the most fortunate. All of us. Vayam dhanyatama loke guropi kshatra bandhava. Even though we are born in the family of Kshatriyas, since we are not doing the duties of Kshatriyas, we are like Kshatra bandhava. So guropi kshatra bandhava vayam pibamo muhustatvaha punyam kshatra kathamratam. Actually, the reason why we are the most fortunate is because we are constantly getting this opportunity to hear about Krishna. Even though I am born in the family of Kshatriya, Vaishya, or whatever it is, vayam pibamo muhustatvaha. Pibamo muhus. Constantly I am getting a chance to hear or to drink punyam Krishna kathamratam. This amrita, Krishna kathamrita, I am getting a chance to hear. That's why we are the most fortunate. If somebody gets a chance to hear once, he is considered to be fortunate. If somebody gets a chance to hear more than once, he is considered to be more fortunate. If somebody gets a chance to hear constantly, he is considered to be the most fortunate. So who are the most fortunate people? If you are getting a chance to hear every day, you're hearing every day, you can raise both of your hands. Yeah, you're the most fortunate. And even in Bhagavatam also it is mentioned, when a person becomes qualified to get out of this material world, bhavapa vargo brahmato yada bhavej janasya tarhi achyuta tat samagamaha sat sangamo yarhi tadeva sadgato pravareshe tvai jayate matihi. You see, everybody in this material world, they have got their absorption in something or other. If it's a child, she is busy playing, right? She'll talk about weight, waddle, or about some more things, one or two more things. What is that? Waddle game, weight, and some of the one or two things. That's how the mind is absorbed. The moment you tell weight, then she is ready to jump. Who are little younger, they are busy solving the problems of maths, engineering, becoming a software engineer or something like that. Some more elder, they are trying to climb the ladder of the corporate life. Busy mind is absorbed in that. Some more who are parents, they are thinking how they'll take care of their children, how they'll take care of their house. Some more elderly people, they are thinking if my children is getting married, is he settled or not. We are all absorbed in different things. But when somebody develops the absorption in Krishna, Krishna Mati, that's a very rare thing. That is considered to be the highest samadhi. When somebody is absorbed in Krishna, that means he is not attracted by many, unwanted attractive things, so-called materially attractive things. He's not bewildered by that because his mind is absorbed in Krishna. When that happens, that means that person is little developing a chance to get out of this cycle of birth and death. Bhavapa vargo brahmato yada bhavej. When we are wandering in this material world, some of you, I think all of you are from India, you were in different parts of India, then you have come here, now here you are here in Boston. Of all the places in the world, one of the most abominable places as per Prabhupada, right? There is so many sinful activities going on. But we are getting a chance to come here and hear. Bhavapa vargo brahmato yada bhavej janasya tarhi achyuta sat samagamaha. One gets a chance to associate with devotees. Very rare. Sat sangamo yarhi tadeva sadgato paravareshatvai jayate matihi. When the material life of a wandering soul has ceased, means you are about to finish your material life, then he gets the association, he gets the wonderful opportunity to associate with devotees to hear Harikatha. Not easy. You may think, what is there? They have called, let's go. Jo bhi bolenge, sun lenge, khana to milega uske baad. That is there, definitely. No doubt about it. Kirtan is there. But more important than that is getting a chance to hear about Harikatha. When the material life of a wandering soul has ceased, O Achyuta, he may attain the association of your devotees. And when he associates with them, There awakens in him devotion unto you, who are the goal of the devotees and the Lord of all causes and their effects. The devotion in the heart for the Lord comes only when we associate with the devotees and hear about Krishna. Here is a wonderful opportunity. We will have some Abhishekam. You will participate. It's a treat for all the senses. Participate. It's such nice environment, such nice weather. We can't even ask for better thing than this. You don't have any worries. Forget about your material tensions. Sit here, enjoy the beautiful Abhishekam that we will have. But before that, here, the importance of this festival. This festival is very unique to Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and there is a place called Panihati. I'll ask questions. You yawn, then you'll get punishment, because this festival's name is Punishment Festival. So people get punishment on today's date. So be ready. There will be some punishment for all of you if you miss the questions. You also have to be attentive. All, right? So this festival happened in a place called, where is Panihati? Karthik. Where is India? Where in India? Near Bengal. Okay, near Bengal, which state? Odisha. That is one state. No. Ishika, yes? You repeat the same thing, the answer is not going to be any different. He told near West Bengal. Yeah. It is in West Bengal. The place is in West Bengal, not near West Bengal. West Bengal is the state. In that state, there is a city. There is a place called Panihati. It's over. Answer is given. So Panihati is the place in West Bengal. Keep remembering, all adults actually have got very less attention span. Sheshu, I'll come back to you. Be ready. So no, it's very interesting to know this pastime. So this place Panihati, this festival happened, and the festival is related to the most merciful incarnation of the Lord. Who's the most merciful incarnation of the Lord? Krishna, wrong answer. Nityananda Prabhu is the expansion of the Lord, so not really an incarnation. Yeah. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya. Can you all repeat? Namo Mahavadanyaya. No. Namo Mahavadanyaya. I should hear. Krishna Prema Pradayate. Krishnaya. Krishna Chaitanya Namne. Gauratvishe Namoha. The most merciful incarnation of the Lord who comes. Does anybody know when did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu take birth? Yes. 14? Yeah, that's the right answer, but I want the specific year. 1492 is close, but not the right answer. Huh? 14? 96? 3 digits are correct. Who said? Okay. Okay, he's got the right answer. 1486. It's an intelligent guess because he said 1480 something with 90, and then I said 1496. Anyway, the right answer is 1486 is when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took birth. Is appeared in this material world. Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is 9 years younger to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when he must be born? 9 years younger. Who said 95? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we got it. 1495. So Raghunatha Dasa Goswami was born in the year 1495 in a place called 9 years. 86 plus 9, Mataji. Raghunatha Dasa Goswami. People are, well, adults have less attention span. No. Raghunatha Dasa Goswami is 9 years younger to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah, so 77, then he's young, elder, no? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took birth in 1486. Okay, when is Abhi born? Mataji will give exact. When is Abhi, which year? Abhi kaun sa saal mein, which year? And when is Kaushiki born? 2005. So Kaushik is 5 year elder or younger? Huh? So elder means he is taking birth earlier. So Raghunatha Das Goswami is younger, 9 years younger, 1486 and 1495. So the mention of this pastime comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita in the Antya Lila in chapter 6. There is a very beautiful verse. Just hear this verse. Kripa gunair yah ku gruhandha kupat uddhritya bhangya Raghunatha dasam न्यस्य स्वरूपे विदधे अंतरंगम Shri Krishna Chaitanyam Amum Prapadye. I'll ask questions as I said, be attentive. Kripa gunair yah ku graha andha kupad. Anybody knows what is the meaning of the word guna? Don't raise hands if you don't know the answer. Oh, you know the answer. Okay. Modes of material nature. I want another meaning of the word guna. No, wrong. Huh? Quality? No. Mode, he has answered, not correct. Anybody else? Guna means what? Yeah, I heard that. That's the right answer. Okay, good. Guna also means rope. What does guna mean? So this verse is telling every chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita, at the beginning of the chapter, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami writes one verse, explains the entire chapter. So here it is mentioned Krupa Gunair. Krupa Gunair means the rope of mercy. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used the rope of mercy. Yaha ku graha andha kupad. So people who are actually in the family life, that is considered to be ku graha. It's a very contemptible family life. And it is compared with a andhakupa. What is andhakupa? Andhakupa is a blind well. Have you seen a blind well? You are all from India, right? Have you seen a well? How does a well look like? Well, you can see the water. Sometimes if it is deep, very difficult to see. But assuming that the well is open, you can see the water. But a blind well means you never know that there is a well there. And it is very fully dark. Nothing, no water. It's just pitch dark. So, Uddhritya Bhangya Ku Graha Andha Kupad. A person who's entangled in this material world with this family life, which is compared to like a blind well, with the rope of mercy. I'll ask all these questions. So the Grahastha life is compared with what? Like the materialistic life? With a blind well. So somebody who's stuck in that blind well, to remove him, imagine if by some chance you have fallen into a well, not easy to come out of it unless somebody puts a rope. You may shout, you may do so many things, but it's not easy to come out. Similarly, people who have accepted this material bodies, we are stuck in this samsara. This is called a cycle of birth and death. Unless somebody who's there outside, who's free, and puts a rope, and the rope is a rope of mercy, which we have to catch, and then we'll be pulled out. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put this Kripa Gunair Yahku Graha Andha Kupad Uddhritya Bhangya Raghunatha Dasam. Actually, he delivered Raghunatha Das Goswami with a trick. Raghunatha Dasam Nyasya Swarupe Bidadhe Antarangam. He made him his close associate, but he gave him to the, he was under the direction of Swarup Damodar. Who was under the direction of Swarup Damodar? Raghunatha Das Goswami was given to Swarup Damodar. It will come back to you, this question. And then Shri Krishna Chaitanyam Amum Prapadye. To that merciful Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I am paying my obeisances. This is how the chapter begins. So who is this Raghunatha Das Goswami? Raghunatha Das Goswami was actually born to a very rich family. His father's name was, remember, I'll ask again. His father's name was Govardhan Majumdar. And his uncle's name was Hiranya Majumdar. They were jamindars, landlords, in a place called Saptagiri, or Saptagram, if I'm not wrong. Saptagram. This is also very close to Panihati, but not exactly in Panihati. This is little far away from Panihati, the place called Saptagram, where his father Govardhan Majumdar and his uncle Hiranya Majumdar, who were the landlords, were very rich and very respectable people. So 1486 or 1495, when Raghunath Das Goswami was born, that time the country was ruled by Mughals. Yeah, the Mughals were ruling. So at that time, the Mughal, they used to have somebody called a tax collector. So every city will have a tax collector, and for Saptagram, the responsibility of tax collection was given through Govardhan Majumdar and Hiranya Majumdar. Again, question will come. So these are all quiz questions. Pay attention. Govardhan Majumdar and Hiranya Majumdar were collecting 200,000 gold coins, gold mudras, Swarna mudras. How many coins they were collecting? 200,000 Swarna mudras. And out of those 200,000 Swarna mudras that they were collecting, they were supposed to give 150,000 to the Mughal rulers, the Mughal taxpayers. So how much will remain with them? Very good. But instead of giving 150,000, for some reasons, Govardhan Majumdar and Hiranya Majumdar were paying 120,000. They were paying less. So they were having more money with them. How much they were having? That's correct so far. Right. So 80,000 coins is what Govardhan Majumdar and Hiranya Majumdar used to keep every month. Very rich and aristocratic family. Now, when the Raghunath Das Goswami, when he was born, they sent him to get under the tutelage of Balaram Acharya. Under whom? Under whose tutel? Balaram Acharya, who is a disciple of Haridas Thakur. Who is Haridas Thakur? Namacharya. He is the Namacharya. So, Namacharya Haridas Thakur was the teacher of Balaram Acharya, and Balaram Acharya used to teach to Raghunath Das Goswami. So the young Raghunath Das Goswami got introduced to Krishna consciousness at a very young age. He automatically developed an attraction. His mati got attracted to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when, does anybody know when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas? 20 years is wrong. What age Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas? 25 is wrong. 30 is wrong. 34? Huh? 24. 24 is the right answer. So can you tell me which year it is? 1486 plus 24. 1510. Again wrong. Mataji was right. 1510 is the year when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas. Okay. Now what happened when young Raghunath Das Goswami was only 15 years old? How old he was? What will be the year at that time? He was born in 1496. 15? When the year Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas, and when Raghunath Das Goswami was around 15, actually 1510, that time, he got a chance to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What happened was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission was to go to Vrindavan. When he took sannyas, he wanted to go to Vrindavan. But by some will of providence, now remember all this, these are all questions. He got diverted and he went to a place called Santipur. Where did he go? Okay, should I go back and ask questions so far, whatever we have discussed? Yes. So that you remember, okay. So, who was the teacher of Raghunath Das Goswami? Balaram Acharya. Okay, we'll ask from the people who are sitting in the back. They know that it will not come to them. Who's the teacher of Balaram Acharya? Man in t-shirt, folded hands, yes. Okay, thinking, question passes. Seshu, you said you will be attentive. Okay, you're taking help from Mataji. You have to answer with your own this thing. But answer is correct. It's a team effort, okay. But it is right. Which year Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born? Huh? What is the meaning of guna? You don't have to answer when the question is not asked to. You are disqualified. rope. Okay. So, very good. Raghunath Das Goswami was given under whose direction? He became an associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The question was not asked to you, to raise hands. The question was going towards them. Okay, so what is the answer? Swarup Damodar. Swarupera Raghu. So far so good. Okay, what is the name of father of Raghunath Das Goswami? Not you. Yes. Are you from Bengal? No. Which part of India are you from? Okay, UP, Bihar, Bengal. So somehow Majumdar and the name stuck. Good, that's good. Right answer. What is the name of Raghunath Das Goswami's uncle? Okay. No. Hiranya Majumdar, correct. So how much gold coins they were giving it back to the Mughal emperor? Huh? Okay, okay. Team effort still it's good enough. Okay, how much they were supposed to give? Okay, 150,000. Okay, they're all fine. So far so good. So what happened at the age of 15? Since Raghunath Das Goswami has heard so many things from Balaram Acharya, Raghunath Das Goswami developed an affinity and attraction to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So as I said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was planning to go to Vrindavan, but he got tricked and he went to Santipur and he was there in the house of Advaita Acharya. So this Raghunath Das Goswami stealthily went out of his house and went and met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Santipur and Advaita Acharya's house, there were loud kirtan which was going on. Loud Harinam. And Advaita Acharya, seeing this young boy who's interested in meeting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, took him to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed him. And after that, this young Raghunath Das Goswami goes back. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes on the South Indian tour. How many of you are from South India? Raise your hand. Okay, majority are from South India. Very good. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went through the southeast side. So he went to Tirupati, Tirumala, then he went to Kanyakumari, then he came up through northwest, and he came via Udupi, so he went to Srirangam also. He went to Rajamandri. Anybody? Andhra Pradesh, Rajamandri? All familiar? Okay. Huh? Hovur? Okay. Rajamandri. Okay. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveled by walk. And it took him 2 years to complete that whole South Indian tour. So by the time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finished, and in the meantime, now Raghunath Das Goswami, who earlier had only heard about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, got a chance to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So his desire in the heart was increasing. He wanted to go back to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Actually, if some parents, a young 15-year-old boy, if he says he wants to meet a sannyasi, how the parents will feel? Same, the parents of Raghunath Das Goswami were also not very happy that young Raghunath Das Goswami is attracted to a sannyasi like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But in the meantime, what happened? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did the South Indian tour and he met few important people and converted them. First person who got converted was a Mayavadi person, old, aged 60, at Jagannath Puri. His name was Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Okay, are you all there? First person who got converted was Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went through the South Indian tour. There he met Swarup Damodar, Ramananda Rai, then came back, and in Ramkeli there were two ministers of a Mughal emperor by name Sakar Malik and Dabir Khas. They also got liberated and their name was Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. So now the fame and the glory of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was spreading. Mind you, those days there were no internet, there were no newspaper, there was nothing. But by the young sannyasi is converting a lot of people is what is getting spreaded all over. So who was the first man who got converted? Who's Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya? How old was he? How old was he? Yes, that's the right answer. 60 years old. And he was the pujari, head pujari in Jagannath Puri. He was a Mayavadi sannyasi. And he got converted by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He became a disciple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, young Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was hardly 24 years old. So all his glories, these glories were spreading. And in the meantime, Raghunath Das Goswami was making several attempts to go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this was not happening. And in the meantime, some time passed by and his eagerness to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was increasing every time. So then when he heard that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again has come to Santipur, in that place, Raghunatha Das Goswami, this time Raghunatha Das Goswami has become 19 years old. He has become little younger, and he was always guarded by his family members, like his father and all, by 11 guards. How many guards? 11. Okay. 11 guards used to guard him. And still Raghunatha Das Goswami decided to go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he says to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I am no more interested in this materialistic life. Please give me shelter at your lotus feet. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, instead of accepting him, told him that no, you should go back. This artificial renunciation is not good. You become a pound and shilling man. Go back and help your parents, do your household activities, whatever you are supposed to do. At a right time, when you actually develop true renunciation in your heart, you will be able to join me. So Raghunatha Das Goswami was sent back, and then when he was sent back, his parents thought, this is a good time, let's get him married. That's how you will make someone enter into the materialistic life. So his parents got him married. There was a very beautiful girl who was married to Raghunatha Das Goswami, and Raghunatha Das Goswami still used to have this desire to go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which was getting more and more intensified. And after some time, when some time passed by, and Raghunatha Das Goswami still was making attempt to go, and he was being caught by the guards, and he will be brought back. So his mother once says that we should tie him with a chain, or we should tie him with rope, so that he doesn't escape from the house. Then at that time, Raghunatha Das Goswami's father makes this famous statement: if somebody has got the opulence of Indra and a wife like a beautiful Apsara wife like his wife, and they are not able to catch him, they are not able to capture him, what material rope or a steel rope can do anything to Raghunatha Das Goswami. So like that, time passed by, and then Raghunatha Das Goswami was getting more and more eager to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that was not happening. All of a sudden, he heard that there is a place which is very close to that Saptagram, where there is the associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, has arrived. Who has arrived in close to the place close to Saptagram? Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu arrived in the place called Panihati. But in between there was one very important episode which is mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrita, which I didn't mention. So since this Govardhan Majumdar and Hiranya Majumdar were paying how many gold coins? Yeah, so since they were paying lesser gold coins, this was caught by the Mughal emperor, and they came to capture this Govardhan Majumdar and Hiranya Majumdar. But Govardhan Majumdar and Hiranya Majumdar were not there at home, so instead of them, they found Raghunatha Das Goswami, and they took him. And they wanted to punish him, they wanted to kill him, they wanted to torture him. But seeing his saintly character, his nice face, very gentle behavior, they didn't want to harm him. Only there is a mention in Chaitanya Charitamrita, they were saying in their mouth, we will kill you, we'll hit you, we'll do these things, let's hit him, right? That thing they were saying, but they were not doing. Tarje garje marite sabhaya antara. They were just saying in the words, but they were not actually doing, because they were scared and they got impressed by his saintly character. Then actually Raghunatha Das Goswami used his intelligence and told that the jailer, that you are like the age of my father, I am like a son to you. And in a family, the father and the brothers, they can have some disagreements. Sometimes they may like, they may not like, and this kind of disagreements may happen, but we should not take it very seriously. I know that my parents and my uncle, they are not giving you so much of money that they had promised. I will take care of you. I'll take care of that. Please release me. He came out of that, and that matter got solved by his intelligence. Raghunatha Das Goswami was very intelligent. And then fast forward, like I was there in which place where Nityananda Prabhu had come? Panihati. The place is called Panihati, which is the festival that we are talking about. So what happened was, in Panihati, when Raghunatha Das Goswami heard that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associate Nityananda Prabhu is present, he came and he was paying obeisances to Nityananda Prabhu from a distance. from very far of distance, because he was thinking he's still a materialistic person, he's not able to come out. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has not bestowed his mercy upon him. He was thinking, I'm very fallen. He was not considering himself to be very qualified, so he was paying obeisances from a distance. Now one of the associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw that, and he informed Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that there is Raghunatha Das Goswami who is paying obeisances from a distance. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called for him. Okay, call Raghunath Das, Nityananda Prabhu called for him. So they got Nityananda Prabhu, and Raghunath Das Goswami was called to Nityananda Prabhu. There Nityananda Prabhu asked him, actually, you have done a wrong thing. You are paying like a thief, you are paying obeisances from a distance. I want to punish you. I will give you a punishment. So Nityananda Prabhu, since he first Nityananda Prabhu placed his lotus feet on Raghunath Das Goswami and told him that I am going to punish you. Raghunath Das Goswami said, I am very happy to get any punishment that you want to give me, O Lord. Tell me what punishment is due for me. So Nityananda Prabhu told Raghunath Das Goswami that, all these Vaishnavas who are here, you have to feed them nicely. You have to sumptuously feed them. Get some chipped rice, get some curd, condensed milk, and make some preparations out of it and feed this Vaishnavas. That is your punishment. So hearing that, Raghunath Das Goswami was very, very happy. Actually, the opportunity to serve Vaishnavas don't come to everyone. It's not a small thing. And when somebody does a little devotional service to a Vaishnava, tries to please a Vaishnava, his advancement in spiritual life becomes very, very rapid, very rapid. Since Raghunath Das Goswami, he arranged for sacks of chipped rice. Some cart full of chipped rice, mangoes, condensed milk, yogurts were brought, and then there were two separate teams which were formed. One team was mixing chipped rice with yogurt and camphor and some few other ingredients, and the other team was mixing chipped rice with condensed milk. And there were mud pots. In one of the mud pots, they will make the chipped rice with yogurt. The other one will be with condensed milk. So each Vaishnava was given two pots. One was the chipped rice with condensed milk. The other one was chipped rice with yogurt. And like that, the news spreaded all over. So many people assembled over there. And seeing that, Raghunath Das Goswami got more and more ingredients. And he brought all of those things, and it was all distributed